Hello and welcome to our Halloween edition of Would You Believe? I'm sure every house in the country has had visits this evening from masked ghosts and goblins seeking help for Halloween parties. They might think that all that is a purely pagan festival, but actually is closely linked with Christianity. And here to tell us something of those connections is Father Seán Ó Dúinn, a Benedictine monk who came out from Glenstal, not on your broomstick, Seán. Seán, is there a sort of dancing at Lunasa about all this kind of thing? So the misty meeting between pagan and Christian worlds?
Yes, there certainly is. Samhain, Halloween, is a very significant date in the Celtic calendar because the Celts, as far as we know, divided their year into two halves. The dark half going from Samhain to Bealtaine, that's the 1st of May, and the bright half from Bealtaine to Samhain.
That's sort of the old year on the news.
Yes. So that tonight is actually New Year's night. We begin the year tonight. And this is the reason why we have so much predictions. For instance, in the barmbrack, you have the ring, and whoever gets the ring will be married within the year, because it's at the beginning of the year that you predict, you want to know what's going to happen for the rest of the year. So this is really the new year.
So legitimately we can say in Ireland, Happy New Year today.
Yes. And
and the Tuatha De Danann, what part do they play in all this?
Yes, the Tuatha De Danann are they're the supernatural people. I think that the basic idea is that in Ireland, traditionally, we have two population groups. We have the normal, the ordinary people on the surface of the land, and we have the supernatural people, the gods and goddesses of the Celts, also the Fomoric, and possibly also the dead, who are living in the sacred hills and sacred sites such as Bruna Boinga, Cunuggrania, Cunugglishi, all over the country. And these are very important because traditionally they've been believed to be responsible for the fertility of the land. They make the corn grow and ripen, they make the grass grow, they give milk to the cows. And they could cause famine if you didn't treat them correctly. So the human population had to treat them with care, make little offerings. For instance, loaves. They laid loaves at the foot of the sacred hills, and even the barmbrack itself may have been an offering.
And if you didn't?
And if you didn't, they could cause ill luck.
And is that to do with sort of giving fruit and giving nuts and so on, with the kids going from door to door?
It is. It seems to me that this procession of people from door to door collecting fruits and bread and money and so forth, this is the Tuatha De Danann coming back from the other world, asking for their dues because they have given the harvest.
And
now they want recognition.
When did we Christianize all this then? Or when did the church get into it?
Yes. Well, our first knowledge of it really comes from about the 9th and 10th century. All Saints came first in the 9th century, and then at a later stage, about the 10th century, we have All Souls from the Benedictine monastery of Cluny in France. Curiously enough, it was quite near Lugdunum, the city of lions, which is really Lugdunum, the old Celtic god Lugh, from which Lunasa comes.
So it's really the church is then borrowing Celtic clothes.
Exactly.
Like, yeah.
See, both ideas are very much the same. The Celts were talking about the other world. At this particular time, the other world and this world came together. The barriers were broken down. Now, this corresponds to the Christian idea also. At these two feasts of the year, All Saints and All Souls, we're very conscious of the other world. And there are two divisions from the Christian point of view. The saints are in heaven, and the souls of the dead are in purgatory. And it's all the other world.
Now, the Americans, of course, do this now. One recognises the pumpkin and so on in American films.
Yes.
So did we export all this?
Yes, all this was exported. Immigrants took it over. Originally, of course, in Ireland, it was a turnip, with a candle lighting inside it. And these are the Tuatha De Danann coming back to collect their dues.
Father Seán, thanks very much, and happy Celtic New Year.